So I decided to go on at this time of the night because I'm driving to work. Hope that everyone is having a good evening. So far, so good for me. I don't know how work is gonna be because I was absolutely sleepy. Well, I was not sleepy. So I know that I'm probably gonna get sleepy halfway through my shift. Nevertheless, I'll be at work. Yeah, at work. Tabbed to make the donuts. And I had an opportunity to take off and missed it. But I don't need to take off. I need to get used to going 12:30 to 5:30. I'm used to going 7 p.m. to 5:30. So it's a little weird getting up and leaving at 12:30 instead of 7 p.m. I am on my way. On my way, on my way. Today was an interesting day for me, I'll say the least. I say that you should try to learn something new every day. Hey, how are you? I can't really see because I'm driving, but hey. You should try to learn something new every day. I heard this saying from this guy. He said, death begins where learning ends. A lot of people think they're the smartest person in the room or they don't learn everything they need to know, but I'm trying to never be that person. I'm never the smartest person in the room, nor should you be. If learning is a continual thing throughout life, how could you possibly be the smartest person in the room when there's so much more to be learning? There's so much more to growth, and learning is a big part of our growth. So if you purposely choose to stop learning or intentionally feel that you know everything about everything there is to know, and you stunt your own growth. I want to grow to my fullest potential. I don't want to be stuck on stupid because I thought I knew everything. I thought I had all the answers. Once you start doing that, you stick out like a sore thumb because you begin to scramble for the ability to look like you got it all together, but you really don't. You become a pretender when you choose to not learn. A lot of times it's whether we're learning lessons from things that we've gone through or going through, or if it's just something we learn new, period. You learn something new. You can learn something new every minute if you really wanted to. If you really put your mind to it. That was one of the things I was talking about. I was thinking about, folks that think they're the brightest bulb in the bunch when they're really the dimmest. And then I also was thinking about my goals that I'm setting forth. Hey, realists. I'm excited about the goals that I've set, but I'm also excited that I guess excited to create more goals. That's the best way I could describe it. Like I have some goals that I want to reach or I'm meeting at this moment, but I'm excited that I've interjected new ideas that I want to possibly make a new goal. So that was cool to think about today. It's just, to me, it's just all about that sweet spot. You know, we all have an idea of where happy birthday, Kennedy Hawk, I think that says. We have that idea of where we want to go or how we want to be. You know, I'm grown. I've been grown for a very long time, so it's not about growing up. It's about fulfilling those things that I dreamed about, you know, maybe when I was a little girl, if I haven't already. Or maybe the things that I dreamed about as a young woman. Right now, for me, it's just about living life to the fullest and accomplishing the things I set forth to accomplish, and being aware of the pitfalls that could come. You can't do anything without being alert, being vigilant, watching out for anything that could distract you. If your goal is not to fail, then you need to be aware of potential hazards as you go. Thank you. I do not have a thing in here. Why is there so many people outside this time of night? I don't know. That's crazy. That's part of my thought process today. I also took a lot of time just to earlier, not just out and about, running errands, taking care of things. After that, I thought about blessings, my blessings, how blessed I am to be here. You know what I mean? Still able to make those things happen that I want to make happen. I thought about things that I've taken for granted in life, and once you know better, you do better, so you generally try not to make those same mistakes. You know, so like I said, it's a lot to do with growth. A lot to do with growth. Hey Gary, bust it down, Brown. I didn't know if anybody was here, and then I suddenly realized, why isn't Realist a moderator? I don't know. Anywho. Hey, double. On my way to work, I gotta do a 12:30 to 5:30, so that means you be on when I get off, right? I'm gonna find some scriptures while I'm at work. Yes, I am. But yeah, growth. I guess that's where I'm at right now. Growth. I'm thinking about the growth that I've experienced as a woman, the growth I've experienced as a mother, the growth I've experienced as someone's significant other. Yeah. I can't say wife because I'm not a wife at the time. Just the ability to be able to, I guess, love freely in a sense. Where it's not a fear. I've healed. You know what I mean? A lot of times it'll be hurting people. We hear that. We know that. Hey, atmosphere. Hurt people. And I'm so glad that I took the time away from, I guess, dating or relationships to make sure that I didn't become a hurt person, hurting someone. Because that could very well happen. You know what I mean? I see a lot of relationships are where Like I was talking about this earlier, some people go into relationships waiting for the other boot to drop, like with the expectation of something going wrong. But when you heal, you go with the expectation of things going right, I don't expect for my relationship to fail. But if it does, it won't be because he reminded me of the last guy. I just don't like that because so-and-so used to do it. It's not going to be something like that. I guess when you grow up, ain't that right, atmosphere? Yeah, they was in here big time and for a minute when nobody in here, I couldn't see Gary. He just swooped in out of nowhere. And I don't know if you was in the bushes, but I was like, Lord, let me make really somebody. That's the blessing of the curse of the vertical. Is that what it's called? Yeah, vertical. You can you get them views up, but it be a whole bunch of weirdos. And they start off so nice and sweet, and then it just go left. That remind me when a while back. What else was I thinking about today? I don't know. Like I said earlier, I was flowing off of Gary with the whole conversation about peace, and I truly, truly know that I have a lot of peace in my life, and it's a cool thing. It's one of them things that once you have it, you want everybody that's connected to you to have it. So I'm praying that all of you guys are experiencing a level of peace, Sometimes it just takes for you to sit back, you know what I mean? Like sit back and do life. Do what you're supposed to be doing in life. You go to work, you take care of your children, if you have children, your grandchildren, whatever the case may be. You live a full life when you're doing the things you're supposed to be doing. You live a topsy-turvy life when you're doing things you're not supposed to be doing. They say a double-minded man is unstable in all his or her ways. I tell y'all all the time, it's so easy to be double-minded. And that's the space I want to stay out of, you know what I'm saying? Because it's real easy to be that. It's real easy to be that way. We can call it 1 foot in, 1 foot out type of situation. I'm either all in or I'm out at this point. All in or I'm out. There's no in between. That's that intentional hiccups you run into when you dwell in the in between. Even God, whether it's hot or cold, He don't want us in between. That's the life, You're in or you're not. When you're not in, you should be in planning mode. I made a choice to be on the out of things, and for you, writing down your vision, seeing where you want to go next. What is it that you're missing that you need to pick up? Strategizing. You strategize when you're sitting out. But when you in, you're putting those strategies into play. You're gonna keep strategizing as you're playing, but things don't get done without movement. So at some point you gotta come in from out. I feel like I'm talking in riddles. Sometimes you gotta come in from. Excuse me. Get in the game. I don't know what to do with all the time. It's so funny because it's like going to work at 12:30. It's like all day long until tonight. Eventually, I think next week I'm going to do like 12:30 p.m. and to 5:30 p.m. and then 12:30 a.m. because I got to get at least a couple days with 10 hours in. Yeah, that'd be good. That would be real good. really am just like, you ever just woke up one day and just felt like you was in awe? Like that's the only way I could describe my feeling right now. I'm in awe of just life. Hell, I'm in awe that I got some hair on my head and I ain't cut it off. I was looking at a picture today that I had took, and I'm like, I can't believe I got that much hair on my head. Shit. Everything looks vivid to me, you know what I mean? Bright and new and vivid. If I see a butterfly, it's probably gonna look like it's in 3D to me. That's how I'm seeing right now. Everything is in 3D. Larger than life, you know? It might not be there yet, but that's the way it's going to be, you know? And that's why I see it in 3D. I see what's coming. That's where the excitement comes from. Not from what is, but what's to come. What's to come. You know, I don't know about anybody else. I'm not a homeowner yet, and I can see my house. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. When I'm seeing in 3D, I'm seeing things the way it's gonna be. Not the way I pray and hope, but the way it's gonna be. It could be a brand new house. It could be an older house. It's gonna be all new on the inside. I can tell you that much. I'm all about making it home anyway, so I don't know what kind of house I'm gonna have, but it's gonna be nice. You know, that's a breath of fresh air to be able to even think about it. You know, I don't know if anybody had. Well, I'm sure everybody has been in a space of doubt and worry, only to get to the other side of that doubt and worry and realize it was really nothing to doubt and worry about. So, you know, you can have that rodeo a whole bunch of times, but it's like when that button go off and click and you're not going down that route no more, you're not worrying or doubting anymore, that's when you're living. When you choose not to focus on the old things and you choose not to focus on what could go wrong. I don't care what could go wrong, because if I don't try, I'll never fail. There's nothing behind a failure but a try. Yeah. And when you fail, that's not to say you can't do it. It's to say, okay, what do I need to do now? You know, I built a car. I had 4 wheels on it, but this wheel in the front was smaller. Okay, I failed. I got to get another wheel that matches these 3. Okay, and the engine wasn't quite up to the level that I needed to be at, so I need to tweak that a little bit. You know, you're going to do everything you need to do to get that vehicle in good running condition, and that's what a failure does for us. It allows us to recalibrate and get back on track and refine, you know, fine tune those things that are kind of out of tune or whatever. You know, I can sit here and, like I said, I can dwell in the space of what I couldn't do before or what I should have did before, but why? And there's so much more I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like all that's water under the bridge at this point. I'm either going to do it again or not do it at all, but I'm not going to worry about it. If I don't do it at all, it's off the table. It's off the table. It's no more. You know, I can't carry those old things into new spaces if I'm not going to do anything with it. There's nothing wrong with bringing things along, things that could be useful, but if you're not going to use it, it becomes baggage. I don't need baggage in relationships. I don't need baggage in business. I don't need baggage in everyday life. I remember that picture that was going on social media, and the young lady had like her college graduation hat on, but she had that big bag full of all her stuff. I had to dump the bag. I suggest you do the same. Dump that bag. If you're carrying things that's weighing you down, stopping you, causing you to doubt and worry, that's putting you in a position that you know you don't want to be in, that has your mind in a space that isn't normal, that has you acting and doing things that you wouldn't regularly do, throw that stuff out of the bag so that you can get right. Time is short in so many ways. Time is short in so many ways. So I'm not going to take that little bit of time and try to lug all this stuff, or I'm going to take that time and make it like, put it this way, I'm not going to lug all this stuff and I'm going to start to operate in God's time, because his time is not like ours. His minute can be years. That's how I feel about it. His minutes can be years. Our minutes are 60 seconds. I'm about to give me some coloring books. I like to color. I haven't colored in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, pick up those old things that brought you some kind of joy, you know? A lot of times people have fallen into a funk because they stopped doing the things that made them happy. Find me some nice adult coloring books and get my color on. You know, that'll have me thinking about, you know, past with my dad when he first was showing us how to color, you know, make sure you stay inside the lines. And then when he showed us how to outline the whole picture in black and then man, you couldn't tell me nothing. And then you color in one direction so it can all look uniform. That sounds like life, don't it? It's like the outline is there. Now we got the color inside the lines. Whatever shades of colors you want to use, it's your life to color. Just make sure you stay inside the lines. You don't want no crummy picture. At the end, you want something beautiful. You want to have created something beautiful. Look at your life. Legacy now. Once you over like 35, you should be focusing on what is it that I'm going to be remembered for? What is it that I'm leaving my children and children's children? You know, if you like me, you're creating for your children's children and hoping that in the midst there's something going to be for the children. You know, in the times when I didn't know what the hell I was doing. The times I didn't know what the hell I was doing and I skipped the children's. But I can't really say I skipped them either, because everything that I learned that I didn't know back then, I have taught them and I continue to teach them. Now they're at the age that they can teach me, you know. That right there to me is a form of generational wealth. You know, wealth isn't always about money. It isn't always about money. The way we connect now, I might not leave them something in their hand, but something I left them, they can use their hands to create something that will continue to draw maybe financial wealth for them. Maybe be an asset to someone else, a lifeline or example. It's so much to life. And it's really easy, but we make it hard. We're required to love and live. That's how I feel about it. Love and live. Everything else, you gotta work. We know we gotta do that. We know we gotta pay our bills. We know we gotta take care of our kids. We know we gotta take a shower, comb our hair, all that good stuff. But the major parts are love and live. Most people don't love, so they're not living. It's like heart check. Have a heart check. Give yourself a heart check. I feel like we all know where we're slacking. We all know what we're missing or what we haven't been doing or what we aren't doing. Come on. Yeah, you should be able to take a good hard look at yourself and be like, okay, me, You know what? You've been doing this too long. You need to stop. Okay, you said you was going to do this. You need to do it. You could be a little bit better in this area. You should be able to do those things for yourself. You know what that keeps from happening? It keeps you from getting offended if someone else tells you. If someone else decides to pull your tail on some things they may see. You can't be mad at them because you already knew. So if you pull your own shirt tail, look in the mirror and see the things that you see and do what you know you need to do. I promise you, there's happiness connected, you know? Especially if you intentionally choose to be happy. You know, I choose happy. Even when I'm sad, I'm still going to proclaim happy. Why? Because sadness is temporary. And happiness should be a way of life. Discomfort is temporary. Peace should be a way of life. Being angry is temporary. Joy should be a way of life. You have all the control over your life, but yet a lot of us will allow other people, places, and things to have access. Whatever you give access can and will control you. And that's the problem. A lot of us have given access to some things that we shouldn't have. I'm not trying to give access to nothing that don't mean me any good. Nothing that doesn't help me to grow as a person. Nothing that doesn't help me to gain as a person. You know, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, wealth. I gotta be gaining something if I'm giving access. You know, some of us have given access to some people and things that we need to cut off. That's a part of your self-actualization. You know, did I pick up something poisonous that I need to put down? Did I pick up something that means me no good? Own it and put it down. Damn, I got caught slipping. Oh, I made a mistake. Oh, I didn't catch that one quite like I normally do. Just put it down. Put it down. I'm coming to work at midnight. What the? What? But I really just wanted to come on here and chop it up while I was on my way. Why not? You know? Why not? Today was a beautiful day. Well, yesterday was a beautiful day. I am excited about this new day. Once I get off work and get me some sleep, I think I'm going to go to the water and just enjoy looking at the ocean, you know? Take my notebook with me, write down some things, you know? That's life. Enjoying everything that's in it, you know? A lot of people will claim they're lonely and all this stuff, but I feel like lonely is also a state of mind. It's too many people in the world to be lonely, you know. Now, are you longing for companionship? I feel like that's two different things, you know. If you're lonely, go to the coffee shop. Go to the happy hour or something. I don't know. There's no reason for us to be lonely or even claiming lonely. So I remember, I think I heard it was Joyce Meyer. She said, it was years ago. She said, stop saying you're lonely. You're in transition, you know. There may not be somebody in that space right now, but you know, maybe you're working on some things. Maybe some things have to be fine-tuned before that void is filled. Just know There's plenty of people in this world, not to be lonely though. Like I said, go to Starbucks. Strike up a conversation with somebody. You never know who you meet. You know what I mean? People are doors. One person you talk to on a day, you might, you might met somebody that's getting ready to change your life. All because you said hello. And you ain't even know it. Somewhere down the line, it's going to be beneficial. That's why I'm never afraid to talk to people. I don't care what they look like. They ain't got to look like me for me to talk to them. Because it might be that one that doesn't look like you that's going to carry that blessing. That's going to open that door, you know. We'll be over here talking about, yeah, God's ready to open the doors for me. He's ready to open doors for me. And then we ignore every door he presents before us because that door, that person doesn't look like us, doesn't sound like us. Some of us close doors with people we had issues with that we really shouldn't have had issues with. Might be looking at them right now like, damn, I should have stayed connected. Talk about don't burn bridges. I just think about the return of the Lord. And I would be mad if he came back and I didn't do a whole lot of stuff that I wanted to do. So that's what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? Literally living my best life. And if my best life is laying in the bed all day long, hey, Miss Chicago, then that's going to be my best life for that day. You know? Now if I can just turn this energy into a workout, because, whew, I ain't fat, I'm just bigger than I need to be, or I want to be. I ain't got no complaints but my own. Only my own complaints. And that's good though, because I don't really care about nobody else's thoughts or feelings. What you think about me don't mean a hill of beans. That's a personal problem. If you think something good about me, that's great. Thank you. Let me quit. I got about 15 minutes before my shift starts. That's cool. Yeah. Positivity, growth. Them is the two things right there. Positivity and growth. I turned 52 in December. I'm about to set a goal on, I got to figure out what it's going to be, but I need to learn something. I don't know if I need to learn a certain number of whatever it is, or just about a person, a place, a thing. I don't know, but I'm about to start learning something, and I need to learn it by the time I turn 52, which is December the 13th. So it's like, that's not that long, but I need to hurry up and figure out what it is I want to learn. Thanks to Double Speaks, I am getting more, I'm actually taking in more word, and I'm in the Bible a little more, but I still got to work on that discipline piece. You know, that's going to be a continuous goal for me, is to work on discipline. Because it's not easy, you know what I mean? I need to be disciplined across the board, because I feel like if your discipline is off in one area, it's probably different, off in most areas, you know? Like, people will be like, oh, why do men cheat? Number one, because they want to. But number two, they may have self-control issues. They may be impulsive. It might not be that they really are just this bad person that cheats, but if they lack self-control with their money, they probably lack self-control with their I don't know. That's why I'm big on discipline and having self-control, because I don't want everything else to be out of whack, you know. And if something is out of whack, I should be able to pinpoint it real quick what it is. Me and this Kool-Aid. Mm, I'm the Kool-Aid queen, queen Kool-Aid maker. Yeah, where we at? Yeah, we at 36 minutes. I'm gonna get off here at 40 minutes and go on in here and knock these 5 hours out. It was so crazy. They had the voluntary time off pop up, and I was going to take the time off, and when I went back to hit the button, boy, that thing, they had took it off. I was like, well, it wasn't meant for me to be off. So here I am at the Smiling Arrow with my Amazon Prime shirt. I'm gonna go in here and spread the good news tonight. I'm gonna put on my evangelist shoes. Nah, let me quit. Nah, I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna make somebody's night on purpose. I'm gonna tell y'all about it tomorrow, but I'm gonna make somebody's night on purpose because I want to. Nothing wrong with that. Make somebody's night. That's the goal for this evening. So as I go in here now, you too, realist. See you soon. When I go in here now, I gotta focus on 3 o'clock. That's the first break. So I know when I get to 3 o'clock, it's gonna be quick to 5:30. Clock in at 12:30. Go to startup. I hope they got somewhere for me to work and I ain't gotta do nothing crazy like cut boxes. There we go. Why is this little thing acting up like this? I think I know what it is. I'll do it tomorrow. I twisted it the wrong direction. You just want to act crazy. I'm gonna keep that little clip in there. So we down to the last 40 seconds. I hope that in my ramble on the night that I said something that resonated with you guys. Something you can use, maybe something you were thinking about. Maybe I confirmed it, hopefully. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Sharing is caring, not caring is sharing. Sharing is caring. Um, you can hit my Cash App if you like. It's money sign her meekness, HerMeekness. And I thank people that donated earlier. I appreciate you so much. And as always, I pray God gives you sweet dreams and that you have an overwhelming peace tonight. That He speaks to you in your dreams, gives you great visions, ideas, lots of wisdom. And I pray that your morning is great and your travel to work is great and all that good stuff. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. 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 Bye bye.